Georgia student falls from fifth floor window, injured. This fall, record rainfall in Freeburg. Accident at the reservoir. Water runs out in 2 days. Outstanding. Outstanding. Hope nobody wanted anything to drink. What is Flint, Michigan? Give us that poison stuff. There we go. I knew there was a cutscene coming.
You know when a police chief really feels his power? When he hires and fires people? When he throws folks in jail? When he's bossing everyone around all morning? No, there's no power there. Just bureaucratic red tape. Like directing traffic. Not that it's all bad. No, I feel it the most when people come to me with accusations. Accusations happen outside the law. They don't need to be rational or supported by evidence. They don't petition justice in the careful words of legal formality. No, an accusation is a personal cry, full of resentment or envy, a defeated moan, or an angry howl. The accuser rarely imagines you'll share their resentment, their envy, their hatred. No, but they do imagine that your love of power is so strong that you'll leap to decide the fates of others, happy just to take someone's word for the facts. Businessmen accuse the gangsters blame our public figures denounce politicians, the politicians point to the businessmen. When it comes to accusation, there's only one rule. Don't aim too high. If you overestimate your own importance, then complaining can cost you your life. So choose the easier path. Exaggerate as far as you can, and try to make your plea sound as sad and pathetic as possible. The accusation I received today sure didn't fit the normal mold. After killing Vikas Varga and routing his supporters, Sand further strengthened his already powerful authority. Even a month ago, anyone coming out against Sand would sound like a lunatic with a death wish. Today, it's the same thing as suicide. But the letter I'm holding in my hands directly connects Henry Sand, lieutenant of the Sand Mafia family, to the reported death of successful banker John Pazzi. Henry has a daughter, Marianne, a dancer, and apparently it all started with her. One day, Marianne danced in the title role of a production of Giselle, and Henry, proud father that he is, brought the whole family to the premiere, along with some of the family's business partners. Among their guests was the young banker John Pazzi. He couldn't keep his eyes off Marianne, but she ended up brushing him off. In response, Pazzi ambushed her one night after rehearsal, pulled her into his limousine, and had his way with the poor girl. After that, gentleman that he was, he drove the girl home and threatened that if she told anyone what happened, her mother would get the same treatment. But her father still managed to shake the truth out of Marianne, and he decided to take his revenge. Of course, Henry knew he couldn't just go with his instincts and put a bullet in Pazzi in broad daylight. The rich bastard was too important for business, and Henry is neck deep in the family business, overseeing transportations for the Sand Mafia. He knew about every delivery delay, every car, and every shop. It was mostly thanks to Henry that the whole Sand operation rolls so smoothly. Henry has free access to all their off-book cars, and a tar-black motive. Yeah, he could easily arrange the death of John Pazzi as a drunken, late-night hit-and-run. But Henry Sand is smarter than that. If this story about Pazzi is true, he'd more likely go to the boss and ask permission. I'd have figured this letter the ramblings of a retired gangster looking to spice up his life with little excitement. The way the letter started, "My dear little old cupcake," I had every mind to toss it in the trash. But something else got my attention. They're rarely ever signed, but this one ended Robespierre. And I doubt it's an imposter. No one would go against the most powerful group in the city, hoping to hide behind the name of some prankster clown. Like everyone else, I had no idea who Robespierre was or what he wanted. but there was no doubt that this guy was more than a little crazy. An arrogant psychopath. Could be dangerous. Definitely worth looking into.
I recall Central Park in fall, how you tore your dress. What a mess. Hit and run, an unidentified vehicle struck and killed the young banker John Potsy and fled the scene. Oh boy. Oh boy. Three armed robbers wearing masks entered the bank and demanded a manager open the safe. You confess, Axe. You did it. Make it through to day 30 before I gotta get out of here. Investigation has started. Alright, Mr. Murphy. Victim's limo driver, Mr. Potsy, sometimes liked to walk the city. I had just taken him out for a long business dinner. We pulled up to the park near the monument. I didn't notice anything suspicious, although there was a gray truck that didn't have any license plates. It followed us into the park from the restaurant, but then turned off somewhere. Is there more than that? No. Mr. Potsy died immediately upon impact. A heavy vehicle struck him at high speed. The bruises on his body show traces of grill, which you might be looking for in a Jeep or a truck. Soft tissue contained fragments of windshield, so it appears that the blow was strong enough to throw his body in the air and through the windshield. The victim's clothes show traces of gray paint. I run the park at night. Tonight I heard a roar of a motorcycle, so I went to check it out. I figured bikers like to race on empty roads. When I ran closer, I saw the road was empty, and I saw the body, so I called the police. Motorcycle tire tracks and shattered glass were found at the crime scene. Nearby intersection, a surveiller's camera recorded a group of bikers. Behind them, you can make out a gray Jeep with a cracked windshield. There you go. Keep on it, boys.
412A in progress.
A young woman frightened to death just called in from the trade union. Drunken factory worker broke into the building. The same man who yesterday visited the union demanding a return of the money that was withheld from his salary over the past 6 years. The man is shouting, threatening to break through the service window.
Officer on scene.
Bank is located at the city center where there's a lot of traffic and civilians. Block the exit to the bank with police cruiser. Woman shouts can be heard from inside the bank. Get on the ball. Attention, you're surrounded. Wait until the robbers exit from the building. Attention, you're surrounded. Come out now. How you tore your dress. What a mess, I confess. Jewelry store. Maybe we'll get some. Maybe we'll get some new jewels. Theater drama. Uh-oh. During production of My Sweet Julie the Zombie, actors in the performance were buffeted by flying eggs thrown from someone in the audience. The assault was accompanied by shouts, "Shame, necrophilia, how dare you mock such a classic." According to the LA Theater Guard, the eggs were thrown by 10 young girls all dressed in white. Hookers. Hookers! You're gonna have to deal with that shit on your own. Jules? Any Jules? Game's holding out on me now. Only saving grace is I've got my freaking, I've got my salary coming up soon.
412A.
Sawmill neighborhood. I don't understand. Why? Why did that have to come in literally a half a second before? Literally a half a second before they were available. I think the game did that shit on purpose. Now the mayor's gonna be pissed in my shit for next week. I won't get what I want. That poor theater, man. She's getting wrecked right now. When's the Chatterbait stream happening? Tonight at 10 p.m. Pacific. Under the stream handle Johnny Lapdance. Even late at night, finding the right bus wasn't too difficult. The criminals abandoned it less than a mile from the suburban hotel. Motel manager reports 3 men threatened me with a gun when I said we had no more rooms. I put them in a room already rented, but they won't be happy when our guests return. So tricky. Fuzzy Nuts McGee. I was word that a man drove up to the gas station, got out, shot the guy behind the counter with an automatic rifle, and now he's just standing there quietly filling up his gas tank. Dude's crazy. He didn't say hairy, he said fuzzy. Peach fuzz. It's like short hair, Sin. It's different. It's very comfortable. It's very comfortable to rub all over your face. That doesn't look good. So funny. They said it's a gray truck, a gray Jeep. Doesn't gray truck, gray Jeep. Doesn't look like either one. All right, keep up the good work, boys. Give me some more to work with. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. Sell those auto weapons. There we go. Everybody's still alive. Oh, what do we got? Really?
Oh, Jack, you always come back so late.
What's wrong? Bad news?
Good news, Jack. Laura is ready.
Ready how? She's coming back? When?
Not that fast, Jack. Laura's ready to talk. But if she's ready to talk, she's getting ready to come back. You just need to find the right words. You can find the right words, right, Jack?
I'm not an idiot.
I didn't ask for this, Jack. It's the middle of the night, and I'm alone on an old farm, 40 minutes away from anywhere, sat on a creaky porch, and now I'm getting snapped at. I came here so you could personally promise me that you'll be able to find the right words. So let's try again. You can find the right words, right, Jack?
I can find the right words, Mrs. Markham.
That's good to hear. Tomorrow night at 3 o'clock at the Octopus Restaurant. You know it?
Yeah, but it's closed at night.
Oh, I've arranged for them to be open. Don't be late. But don't come too early either.
Mrs. Markham,
Yeah?
I should probably offer you some tea or something before you go.
Do you have any tea?
No.
Good night, Jack.
Why do I think this is a setup? I know it's a little old lady, but man, that's what I'm feeling like, Axe. We did it, day 30. By and report, more deaths than births in Freeburg. Debbie's Cafe charged with health and safety violations. Red Cat rescues girl from rapist. Your daughter's open in Arkansas with leak out in nearby city. Can I have the day off? Yeah, but come in tomorrow. Kimpy's gonna get whacked? Who's Kimpy? Get some more detectives so these cases start to go faster. Fight between the little girl's father and a dog lover whose Rottweiler had frightened his child. While the men were busy settling matters, the dog was spotted running towards an amusement park. Percy's on the case. Percy's on the case.
In progress.
20 people have gathered in protest against the garbage tax. Send out the paddy wagon. Lumpy is the only approved name. I have more names than most people's animals. Most people's animals start out, you're like, oh yeah, we're gonna name it Bob. By the time that animal dies, it has at least 100 names. Fuzzy Nuts McGee seemed popular with Limpy as well. It did. Especially knowing that Fuzzy Nuts, I could just imagine Fuzzy Nuts all over Sin's face. The offender attempted to escape the mall, but the guards blocked the door. He turned and fled back inside, looking for another way out. Offender ran in the skating ring and slipped and fell on the ice. As he struggled to regain his foot, he pulled a knife from his pocket. Pepper spray. Good job, Percy. A woman put a tent in the park and is inviting everybody else to come by. Wait. A new highly profitable currency which will rise 10 times value over the coming weeks. A long line has already formed and people are starting to push and curse at each other. Oh, you people. Zay, what's up, man? How are you? Thanks for saying hello. Limpolina's anniversary's coming up. Send Percy in. Percy handles business.
911 in progress.
Frank Commer's wallet was thrown at the bus stop. He quickly noticed the loss after hunting for the pickpocket with his friends. The group blaming everyone in sight and the situation quickly escalating. The matter may soon come to blows. People blowing each other. What? Oh yeah. Found that moolah. Sell that shit. A man came to the hospital with a very large dog. The dog was on a leash and wearing its muzzle, but it was growling and jumping on the other patients. The duty nurse warned the man that it was against hospital policy to bring animals into the building, but the man just snarled at her and refused to listen. So I wonder if you reach 500 grand before 180 days, if you're just like, peace, I'm out.
911.
Approximately 100 people have gathered in the park to protest construction of a new casino near the cemetery. Soon after, the group of pickup trucks pulled up and several strongmen climbed out with a saying word. They began to fight with demonstrators. Oh boy. Yancey the stud. How many cops do I have? What do I have, like 27? 21 plus 7 detectives.
Looks like we have a situation here.
Fight is in full swing and some of the combatants are carrying weapons. Surround the park, tell everybody to calm the fuck down. You want to make sure nobody steals your name. It's funny, man. That's funny, Zay. A young DJ, upon exiting his store, ran into a strange-looking man wearing a black and red robe. First, the man knocked his energy drink from the DJ's hand, then told him the merits of drinking human blood. His demeanor became threatening, and he demanded money for protection from the forces of darkness. A fight between the two men erupted, during which time the DJ suffered several bites. The attacker began to accost other passers-by, including a frightened group of teenagers, then sunk his deep into the shoulder of an elderly woman. Dracula? What are you doing, Dracula? Is Percy a girl with a beard? No, it's Joe Dirt. Joe Derte. He's got a mustache. Mustache question. Woo!
412A.
Good job, kids. Crushing it. Day 30. Dunzo. So it's almost 3 o'clock. You know what that means? It's time to go find out what's in the Octopussy restaurant.
According to Mrs. Markham, I was supposed to spend all day thinking up the right words. But to my surprise, I did my best work when I shut my
See there,
head
Sin.
off. I didn't even want to think why Laura decided we'd meet at 3 o'clock in the morning, and in a restaurant we'd never gone to. I didn't know what to tell her, and something tells me she's no more ready for this meeting than I am. By nightfall, I finally stopped worrying. The right words would come when they were needed. And if they don't come at all, then so be it.
Am I getting into a gray truck? Is there a homicide right now for a gray truck? Shan, what's up, man? Shakes and fidgets. So, there it is. There it is.
I've heard said, when you're knocked out by a single blow, you don't have time to feel any pain. Well, that's a lie. It's painful as hell. Every day I spent in that coma, the pain was unbearable.
No, how many days did I lose? What is this? What is this? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Is he wearing a bra? Day 50. What? Was in a coma for 25 days? They better have been paying my freaking salary at the least.
Yeah, I heard about that already. But what if they decide to spill it to the papers? We need to start thinking now about covering our asses. I know people who can deal with this, but they'll need at least a week. Plus, if we want to...
Lieutenant Stat, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I have Jack Boyd on the line.
Who?
Jack Boyd, sir. He's calling from the hospital.
Gibson, I'll call you back. Don't do anything without my team. Jack, well, wow. I didn't know you were awake. Doctor said you could be in that coma for months, even years. How are you feeling?
Tell me who's in control, Martin.
I don't think I follow you.
For God's sake, Martin, tell me it's you running the department and not some stooge from the mayor's office.
Yes, Jack. I am performing the duties of the police chief, but the new man's coming on Saturday, Kevin Paulson.
Kevin Paulson?
Yes, it's the guy from the...
I know who Kevin Paulson is. Now listen carefully, Martin. I'm coming back to work. I'm Freeburg's police chief, and it's gonna stay that way for another 4 months. Now you get on the phone and do whatever needs to be done. You run into any problems, threaten them with the media, court, or blackmail. But I don't think they'll give you any trouble. The mayor knows it's easier to just wait until the winter than deal with a scandal. Oh, and assemble a press conference.
Listen, Jack, I know the truth is on your side, but you have to take into account...
Martin, how long since you transferred to my department?
Coming up on 5 years now.
How many times in the last 5 years have you come to my birthday party? How many times have you come to the farm when I had the boys over?
Never had the pleasure, but...
Never. Because you couldn't care less. And I don't care for you either, Stat. It wasn't me who appointed you deputy, and you wouldn't have been my first choice. But if you do ever come over to my house, you won't miss the big hole in my backyard. Garbage pit. You know, for old rubbish. A smelly hole filled with rotten furniture and other crap. So, Stat, if I even for a moment doubt your devotion, you'll go straight into that pile of trash. Maybe you'll get to catch up with some old friends. You remember Kendrick, don't you?
I'll schedule the press conference for tomorrow, all right, Jack?
The day after tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going shopping.
Tomorrow I'm going shopping. I've got to get a little retail therapy in first. What's up, Absu? You have a new car. We hope it will fulfill your sweetest dreams. You have new clothes. We hope they'll make you feel younger. You have a new hairstyle. We expect that luxurious head of hair will easily convince everyone that you're king among men. You have a new attitude. From now on, you are a true warrior. One who will not suffer the idiots who stand in his way. You're independent and self-confident. One last detail is missing. Fashionable sunglasses. They'll give you the final touch for your new image. The image of the peerless tiger. Oh, good morning. How can I help you? Thank you. I know exactly what I want. We're going with yellow. Now you have new fashionable sunglasses. May they transform not only your appearance, but how you feel.
No, that would be too much.
I know, right, Lucifin? Did you throw $500 in the trash? Good thing I got that sweet jacket to hide that giant fucking belly.
Wow, Jack, what's with the outfit? You planning on...
The pit in the backyard, Martin. Always remember about the pit in the backyard.
Don't talk to anyone before the press conference starts. I'll try to get you on stage quickly. Kevin Paulson is here. He wanted to...
Jack! I hardly recognize you. That's quite an image for a man like you. An old dog with a new trick, right? We should see each other more often. How long has it been?
Last time I saw you, I fired you, Kevin.
Ha! You mean the day I resigned in protest over the corruption and lawlessness at your police department, right?
Yeah, repeat that shit often enough, someday you might start believing it.
You know, Jack, I'm glad that everything turned out so well. Unlike you, I've made good use of the past 7 years. My new construction company keeps getting jobs from the city, and we're doing really well. I have a new house, new hobbies, even a new wife. Maybe you've met her, Shelley Rogers.
Oh, Shelley Rogers. So you really are in bed with the mayor.
It's a dream come true. All my dreams have come true. Only one thing remains. To bring order to the Freeburg Police Department.
You being serious, Kevin?
I'm serious as ever, Jack. I'm the most serious man you know.
It's not often you see the past and the future Freeburg police chiefs at the same press conference. I hope you have time to talk, Kevin. There's something we need to discuss. Jack, the reporters are waiting for you.
My retirement plan somehow just got turned into a circus. Fortunately, I'm pretty good at swallowing swords and jumping through burning hoops. They all seem to like it.
Morning! The person who attacked you. Didn't recognize him. City Hall has yet to give a definitive answer as to whether you be returning your post. You believe Rogers will decide in your favor. Doesn't matter what he says. I'm the damn police chief and you damn well get used to it. Do you think what happened to you somehow affected you? Well, I guess. Let's wait a bit and find out. Thank you. Have a good fucking day. Kind of, Absu. Jack Boyd requests for heaven. Police chief awakens from coma. Jack Boyd unable to name attackers. Yeah, buddy. I only get one? It's been fucking 4 weeks. Oh yeah, look at this. We're moving up to tapes now. Look at this. No money gain. We got our detective. Or in the hospital, the hunt was declared on all cops. It's like all the criminals in the city went savage. They're coming for officers one by one, beating them to death. Your boys have started refusing to ride out on calls alone. When the situation is really bad, even two refuse to go. I got my raise. We gotta take everything now. We're gonna go for another raise and another detective.
211 in progress.
Alright, guys. I was hoping to get to day 30. Now it's like, oh shit, it just fast forward. Just lost 30 days in one day. So, we're behind by, let's see, what are we behind right now? Just under 80 grand. I'm going to get caught up. For $13.50, this game is actually very well done. I think they did a really good job of mixing in the storytelling with you actually having to to solve crimes and the way that you solve the crimes. Really a neat process in the way that they did this. But we'll finish this playthrough. No, not a bad day at all. Not a bad day at all. So we're basically 1/3 of the way through. 60 days out of 180. So we can make it happen. We can make it happen. Definitely would have helped if I had that 20 grand in the beginning from taking out the Red Dragon group or whatever crap. So, but listen, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Had a great day hanging out with you guys. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that follow button. If you have, thank you very much. Thank you guys also for your donations, tips, chips, whatever, bits, all that crap, and your subs. Really do appreciate that support. I will see you guys tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific time. You can get it for $10.79 on Green Man Gaming with VIP. There you go. What Zarn said. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. Till next time, keep on fapping, and thanks for watching.